going to be talking about something really, really interesting, and that is SAPA stories. So SAPA is for those of you that may not understand what SAPA is. So it's like an acronym for serious absence of purchasing ability. Well, just being broke, actually. SAPA is a state of being very broke. So today we're going to narrow it down to SAPA stories from uni. And so we asked a couple of people to tell us their most horrifying SAPA stories from when they were in uni. But before I get into that, I'm going to tell you my own story. Oh my God. Okay, so I had quite a number of interesting SAPA moments in uni, but I'm going to tell you this one. So I was so broke. You know when you say somebody's broke, like nothing day, you could turn me upside down and no shilling will fall off from my pocket. That's how broke I was. But I had Gary in my hostel. Gary. So I had Gary, and my friend had come to visit, right? She came with something and we ate it together, and I think she left her Nutella in my house. So I kept it in my cupboard. And so this particular evening, I was so hungry. There was no money to get anything. There was no food stuff in my cupboard that I could even bring out and just whip up something quickly. And then as I was ransacking the cupboard, I saw this Nutella. So I took some, Gary. I took some of the Nutella. And I ate. And that was my dinner. Gosh. I don't know how I was able to do that. It was horrible. All right. It's not bad, Gary Nutella, but the fact that I was eating it because it was SAPA induced, it was just... I don't want to go back there ever again. All right, so that was my story. Now I'm going to read out people's stories, and you'll see that where you think that your SAPA story ends is where some people's own start. So just listen, I'll read it for you. Okay, this one says, just listen and don't judge, please. I cannot promise you. When there was nothing post second semester exams in 200 level, I climbed on top of the fence to cut a bunch of plantain from the next house. Not the full plantain, just like 5 or 6 from the head of the full plantain. And then I joined them the next morning to condemn the act. I'm just going to say that we leave you to God. We leave it to God. Because how? It's bad enough that you stole their plantain, but you now join them. You join them to condemn the act. Child, may the Lord forgive you. Okay, this next one. My first semester in school was hell. On the last day of exams, I had only 300 naira on me. I trekked from 1000 LT to Second Junction to enter bus, go my papa house. Now, this is for people that schooled in Benin, in Uniben. So if you know 1000 LT, down to Second Junction. In fact, I feel like this person should just reach out to me. Let me give you all my life savings. Because what? No, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. That must have been horrifying. Okay. This next one says, I drank Gary 5 times in one day. I don't really pray that, I don't know, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, this one says, I can't relate actually. My dad was always a call away, a proper provider. I stand. You know what we go do now? But just tell Igwe, make he arrange award. I'm sorry, I love it for you, all right? So I believe that everybody does not have to experience hardship before you can know that you have lived. Do you understand? If you have parents that can provide, you are lucky, and please enjoy. Don't let people guilt trip you for being born with a silver spoon. We don't do that here, all right? Okay. I soaked Gary for 2.5 days straight. Pure Gary, nothing in between. Then the Gary eventually finished. God, I won't die. Me that was an introvert suddenly became an extrovert. Before, hunger will only finish you in your room. I started visiting my friends. Part of the reason I was in that state was because I didn't know how to ask people for things. See, I'm going to say this. You cannot do life alone. So I know a couple of times when visiting my friends actually saved my head from hunger. Do you understand? So, and of course, you should not go and eat all their food stuff. You should not go and eat all their provision. But, just occasionally. I had friends that came to my place to eat as well when things were good. Do you get? So it's very important that you have friends that you can call on in your downtimes. Do you understand? Go to their place and go and eat. And so if you say that you don't have friends, so you don't believe in friendship, or you are a one-man army, you are a one-man squad, I don't envy you, all right? And that is not healthy. Leave SAPA aside now. You need people to do life with. You cannot navigate life alone. And I'm telling you from my experience, all right? So go and look for friends. This one, this one said, "It get when hunger beat me shaggy, and my hostel had a lot of rats. I went on TikTok to see if rats were edible. That's how hungry I was." No comments. No comments, please. No. Okay. One of my many SAPA stories was in 2013 in Onisha. I had already gone 2 days without anything apart from water. I went to meet one mama put at Upper Iweka. Gave her a nylon to pour all the food customers ate and leftover that I wanted to give my dog. Guess who was the dog? I'm sorry, God. Like I just said, when your own ends, is where another person's own will start. Because I can't deal. I can't deal. Worst SAPA moment was when I used Eva soap to brush my teeth for 1 week. It was not funny. I go to the bathroom, they brush my teeth, they cry, say, God, why me? For real. Eva soap. I hope things are better for you now, because this is not. SAPA story. Before I left home for 200 level first semester, there was nothing at home, as in no food stuff. Literally left with 5K and my transport inside the 5K too, with Gary my neighbor gave me. I drank that Gary till it finished. Till today, I have phobia for drinking Gary or more. So I totally understand this person. I feel like when you eat something, even your favorite foods, I feel like you should not demystify your favorite foods. Do you understand? There has to always be something to look forward to when it comes to your favorite meals. So if you are always eating your favorite foods, at a point it will begin to repel you. And so it's the same thing. So when you're eating something over and over again, not because you were craving it, but just because you didn't have options, I can understand why this person would not want to ever see Gary in their lives again. And I hope you heal from that trauma, because Gary is one of my favorite snacks. I love Gary so much. I know this is not because of SAPA. I could eat something really good right now and I'll still be craving Gary. It's just... Okay, this one says, I can't forget that weekend because no one had food for ground floor, new hostel, last will come. Omo, now so I shout from ground floor, say, I dey hungry, oh. My voice was so loud that people came out of their rooms. So Olola came to the rescue. She fed me throughout that weekend. Let's say a word of prayer for Lola. Lola, God will bless you. Posterity will be kind to you. Thank you. Oh God! Oh, you guys, hunger is not funny. Oh God, you think that you are gallant? Don't worry, let hunger deal with you small. Especially when you don't have anything. That's when it will tell if you're truly gallant. One certain time, I was broke and hungry, so I went to someone's farm and harvested potatoes. Came back to the hostel and shared with my friends. I lied that my cousin from the village brought it for me. It's okay. It's okay. Repent. Hmm? Okay, this one said it was in Ecosodin. This is Uniben. My guy legit collects fufu for credit for caretaker wife hand. Use sachet water, they swallow am. First of all, I don't eat fufu. Like I can't wrap my head around how people eat it. But then eating fufu with water, like you're dipping fufu in water and swallowing it. Almost some of you, I don't go through things for this life. God, I pray that things get better for you because I cannot even imagine it. I'm trying to imagine it with Eba because I love Eba. So I'll dip my Eba in water and swallow it. I will cry, I will throw up or something. Ah, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay. Toothpaste finish and na my bathing soap remain and I dey go write pre-employment exam and I no fit afford make I no brush. Na so I use Dudu Osun brush. What happens if using salt or something? SAPA just has a way of unlocking creativity in us sometimes. But look at the kind of things you all are getting creative with. I can't even fault you because the situation definitely must have called for it. But I hope that nobody is planning to put this in practice. It is harmful. To do so is not made for your teeth. Hey, God, I beg. This one said, Omo, I don't know about others, but my own hit me so hard that time. I did so broke. So say I use well water, drink Gary without sugar for Ijokodo in Ibadan. When I be dey poly Ibadan, I go just dey cry inside room like pikin. Days wey be say hunger go wire me to sleep safe go come hard. Yeah. It is well, okay? That's all I can say right now. Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have, give I unto you. It is well. All right? And that's not because you were drinking water from the well. Oh, I mean, I'm just sorry. Yeah. So, in all of this, I hope you people noticed one thing, right? A common factor in most of these stories, and it's the fact that Gary is a lifesaver. I think maybe we should have a holiday for Gary, like World Gary Day, like a public holiday. Everybody you just stay in your house and appreciate the gift of Gary. Because in all honesty, look at what Gary is saving lives, saving time memorial. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you have any more SAPA stories you'd love for us to hear, please leave them in the comments, all right? Some of these stories are horrifying, some are funny, and some it's just like, what? Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel. Please leave comments in the comment section. Share this video with your friends, all right? Let them come and hear people's stories. Let them laugh, especially your friends in universities, all right? I'm sure that most of them can relate to these stories. So let them come and laugh and also share their stories with us, all right? So till I come your way again, I remain R to the E to the vitamin baby. See you next time. Bye.